everybody, JC here with another T&I toy review. And for today's review, we're going to be taking a look at the new Batman Arkham Knight 7-inch Harley Quinn figure from DC Collectibles. Now this is the second version of Harley Quinn we've gotten for the Arkham Knight line, and this one is based on her more classic costume. The figure comes packaged in the same style packaging we see with all the figures in this line. You've got the window box, the figure's clearly displayed, you have the name off to the side, and you have the Batman Arkham Knight logo down below. And it tells us this is figure number 14 in the series. On the side you have that kind of computer generated art for the character, and then on the back of the packaging we have a look at the two figures in this wave, so the Joker and Harley Quinn, and then down below it tells us the figure was sculpted by Joe Mina. Okay, let's get this open and take a look at what's inside. Here's a look at the figure outside the packaging along with the other contents. Now before we look at the figure itself, let's first take a look at all the accessories that come with it. First of all, we get three different sets of hands with this figure. We get a pair of open, relaxed hands, we get a pair of grip hands for holding the bat that she comes with, and then we get a pair of closed-fisted hands, and these are the hands that are attached to the figure when you first take it out of the packaging. Now the paint on the right hands, they're painted all red, and then the left hands are all black, and they're done with kind of a glossy paint. You do get a little paint chipping on the hands, which is kind of standard with DC collectible figures, but overall I think it's a pretty solid paint job on these. No bleeding or anything like that. And again, they have this kind of glossy paint. The entire figure kind of has that whole glossy look to it. The hands is pretty easy. You just pull the hand that you want to replace, and it's got the little peg on the actual hand and the hole on the arm, and then you just plug in the hand that you want to replace it with, and it should snap in nice and tight. Comes with this baseball bat, and this is the exact same bat that we got with the first Harley Quinn figure in this Arkham Knight line. It's just the colors are a little bit darker, but you've got that wood green with the red striping, and then you've got the little silver dots up towards the top for the rivets, and also towards the bottom as well. And if you have the grip hands in, then she'll hold the bat nice and tight. You just kind of have to squeeze it in between her fingers. And the hands are kind of a soft rubber material, so it's not that difficult. For the figure itself, as I mentioned before, this is based on her more classic costume, which was one of the skins offered in the video game. And you've got the mix and match of the black and the red, and they used a very glossy paint throughout most of the figure. She's got some blush here on her cheeks, which I like that detailing, and then she's got the mask, which is painted on around her eyes, and she's got the red lipstick. Got a little bit of bleeding of black here on this one fuzzy ball on her hat, but not too major. And otherwise the whites are pretty crisp around her collar and everything. And then on her wrist she's got these white with some wash work to make them a little dirty looking. So overall I'd say the paint applications are pretty crisp and pretty solid. No serious paint blemishes or anything like that I've seen on the figure. And she's got the little diamonds on the one leg and on the one arm, and she's got the red diamonds down here on the other, and the mixed and matched shoes with the high heels. So again, looks very true to her classic costume. Just a note on like the diamonds, these are actually sculpted on the figure, they're not just painted, it looks like, so that's nice detailing. And same with the little fuzzy balls, those are actually sculpted, not just painted. So this figure stands at just about 6 3/4 inches tall. Comparison with the first Harley Quinn figure in the Arkham Knight line, and you can see they're about the same height. And then finally, here's a comparison with the first Arkham Knight Joker figure and the Arkham Knight Batman figure, and Harley is a little bit shorter than Joker and much shorter than Batman. Articulation is pretty much on par with what we've seen with the other figures in this line. You can turn the head to the left and to the right, and she's got a little bit of back and forth movement, but not a whole lot. And then you can get the arm out good. It's attached with the standard ball hinge joint. You've got good rotation there. She does not have a bicep swivel, single hinged elbow, so she can bend her elbow about that much. She's got the rotation there at the wrist, or at the elbow, and she's got rotation at the wrist. She has hinges on the hands, so up and down movement with the hands. She does not have any kind of midsection articulation and no waist articulation, unfortunately. And then the legs are attached with ball joints, so she can do the splits good. She can get her leg forward about that much, and she can do her leg kind of out and back. There's no thigh swivel. She does have a double jointed knee, so she's got good bending at the knee, and then she's got rotation at the ankle, and she has hinges on the feet, so up and down movement, but she does not have ankle pivot, and no peg holes on the bottom of the feet. Okay, so that's my review. Overall, I like this figure as far as the look of it. I think it's a nice looking figure. The paint applications are decent and the sculpting is nice. The articulation is a little bit limited and the figure's a little bit hard to stand because of the high heels. But still, overall, I think if you're a Harley Quinn fan or been collecting the Arkham Knight figures, this is one you'll want to add to your collection. Now, this figure has seen a limited release. I don't think it's actually been released through Diamond yet, so you may not find it at your comic and specialty shops. I got this off of eBay from an eBay seller who was selling it at cost, and I've seen them pop up a few places, but again, I don't think it's seen a wide release as of yet, and I'm not sure exactly when it will be released through Diamond. I know the other figure in this line, the Joker figure, which I think has also seen a limited release, will be released through Diamond this coming Wednesday. We'll have a full gallery of images up at toynewseye.com. There'll be a link in the video description below. As always, leave a comment, let us know what you think. If you're so inclined, please like the video. Also, if you haven't already, please follow me on my Facebook and or Twitter pages. I'll have links to those in the video description as well. And until next time, I'll catch you later.